Well, hello there guys, Medieval Squirrel here with what is sadly the end of our Imperial Dominance campaign for Mortal Empires. Now, there is a reason why we've jumped forward to the end. Now, we only made it to turn 173 before we completed both the short and long campaign objectives all together by confederating the last province, which was Talabecland. The reason why we've jumped ahead is because whilst I was trying to stream and record this last part, it just kept crashing out, and I'm not sure if it was to do with the mods or whether or not it was to do with something to do with the update. Now, for anyone that's seen my Grom campaign, you'll notice that I did have a cutout on that as well. However, that only happened once and did not repeat itself. However, whilst trying to record this part, we did have several cutouts, and there were several more whilst I was trying to get it to work off screen, which has pushed me to this point. Now, there's a couple of things I'd like to cover beforehand. Obviously, this isn't the way that I'd like to have left this campaign. I would have liked to have finished off all of the quest battles. I know that both Volkmar and the Supreme Patriarch Balthazar Gelt, they both had their own quest battles to go through, and I would have liked to have been able to finish those off before the end of the campaign. I also would have liked to have finished off Clan Mulder and united Nordland under either myself or NATO. Doesn't really matter as long as it was under our good guy spell. And realistically, we didn't get to do that, and I feel robbed of that experience on your behalf. However, as there's nothing I can do about it, this is the best thing that I can think of to wrap up the series for you. I think you will deserve that much. Now, a quick note on the Empire and its troops and experience of playing it before we head on to what is going to come next on the channel. For anyone that's new to the Empire, here is what I would say. Go back and watch my campaign, obviously. And secondly, just don't tear up too quickly. Pick your enemies properly and keep your electors on side. That little prestige currency and your imperial authority, I think it's called, those are very important. In fact, they're more important than uniting up the elector counts. Pick the ones that make sense to you and the direction you're going. If you're going south, I would definitely, well, to be fair, I'd pick Wisland every time. And only expand out via elector counts in the direction you need to go. If you're not expanding in that direction, then delay it. You don't need to take all that territory. You don't need to rush for it. If you go slower, then it will actually help you in your campaign. It's a bit like the Vortex. You don't rush to the end. You kind of set yourself up, make the foundations, pad it all down, and then you build up from there. Now, what I would say about units is don't tech up too quickly. Archers are cheap, as are spearmen. And the benefit of that is, if you're playing on the harder difficulties, your archers are going to see you to the mid-game, if not even the late game. I mean, obviously you want one or two armies that are going to get tiered up, but think about it this way. The more money you're spending on each type of unit, the less money you've got to put towards your economy, or the less money you've got to build more armies. Now, obviously you can't fight in the same way as the Barra Legion can, or all the undead where they're all really cheap and you can get loads of them, or they're just free. So you need to be fast and you need to be quick with it. So you need to be smart with it, and that means don't tech up too quickly. As you can see in most of the first part of my campaign, the first 2 to 3 episodes, I pretty much exclusively used archers and spearmen, I think. But even if I didn't, I used them well into the late game. In fact, in the late game, I know for a fact there was an army up in Norska comprised entirely of archers. Now, if you use them effectively, you can use them all the way through. So don't waste your money trying to get crossbowmen if archers can do the job. Secondly, expand into Bretonia quickly or not at all. Bretonia is a cavalry faction and your base is artillery and ranged units. Which one do you think's got the trumps? Take them down before they get too big, If you want to stop them all confederating up, take out Corone. It's going to be a hard slog, but if that's the way you want to go, take it. Alternatively, take out everyone they can confederate with and take most of their land, leave Corone and let the Norskins have them. Corone will be extremely powerful. And on top of that, they're also kind of predisposed to be your friends if you let them. So that is what I would say. And also take out the Wood Elves as quickly as possible. Do it before the Chaos Invasion, because otherwise they'll start coming out of Athel Loren and they will be awful. Don't try and take them on their own turf if you can help it. Try and draw them out and away. You take out Athel Loren from them, they cannot replenish. Everyone else, piece of pie. The right mix of artillery, magic and ranged units with a handful of heroes to stand in front, and that is all you need. Your heroes are not the best, your magic isn't the strongest, nor the most diverse, but it is reasonably diverse. Your artillery is not the best, but it's right up there. Your ranged units, same thing. All of your units are at the upper middle tier. Literally everything you've got, from economy to your military to the way you play the campaign, is top middle tier. And that's the way you got to play it. If one thing doesn't work against a particular faction, change it. You have something on everyone. You're not like the dwarves where you're a one-horse ride. You're not like the Skaven where the best thing to do is just ambush everything. The Empire is, as I said at the beginning, a jack of all trades. Now, if it's wanted, then I can do a little bit of a tactics and strategies video for the Empire, but you'll have to let me know. As for what's coming next, I have a magic video that's going to be coming out at some point within the next week or so. A sort of a tips and tricks video for all newcomers and people that don't properly understand the types of spells and their implementation. Not really touching on the laws of it, just the spell types themselves. But there will be more tips and tricks videos coming, as well as there will be a couple of different Let's Plays coming as well. Now obviously we've still got Mead, which is going to be going up to 2 videos a week. You're also going to get 2 videos from Eltharion, which is stuck on a 150 turn campaign in the Vortex, which will be coming out on Tuesday of this week. And then to cap it off, you're also going to be getting this live stream replaced by Grom, so you'll get 2 live streams and therefore 4 videos as far as YouTube is concerned per week. So that is a lot of content for you guys. And don't forget, you also get PlanetSide 2 over on Twitch. So I hope you've all enjoyed this. Obviously, it's not the end that anyone wanted, but it is an end, which is better than what the game would like me to give. If you have enjoyed the campaign, then please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you're thinking down in the comment sections, and let me know if there's anything you would particularly like to see. Also get in touch with me on my social media. My Twitter and my Facebook is where all of my schedules and updates and stuff are posted. Also check out my Twitch, as I already mentioned, that's where I do most of my live streams. And don't forget to go nuts for gaming. Till next time guys, bye for now.